It can't always be work. Summers decided to stick around for a while, and we're taking full advantage of the long hot days. This evening we went kayaking, and the cool water was so refreshing. Before moving from the city to the country, this excursion would have only been possible on the weekend. But this was an evening in the middle of the week, and we got to play. The enjoyment of opportunities like this is one of the reasons we continue to push through the rough days of DIY building. For the next few minutes, I'm going to bore you talking about grass. But while I do, here's some pretty grasses blowing in the wind. Last year we planted a bunch of these Karl Forster grasses. Back then there wasn't much to them, yet in only a year they've grown beautiful and strong, and they aren't finished maturing. These will likely double in size. But this isn't what I wanted to talk about. I want to show you the crazy growth of prairie grasses that has happened. This time last year, this slope was bare, just topsoil. We didn't seed it, we didn't do anything to it, and actually it was an eyesore, so we looked the other way, hoping nature would take over. And boy did it ever. It's gone from dirt to this in one season. There are species of flowers and grasses that weren't here before, yet you'd swear this had been maturing for years to look like this. This gives me hope that this northern slope can regenerate. Slowly there are native species popping up. I pull the weeds that I don't want, but ultimately I'm going to leave this alone and see what nature does with it. What? What? What do you want? No. No outside. Well, I've got a bit of a disaster going on here. As you can see, we have emptied out, for the most part, the storage containers. So we've got all this crap to deal with, but I'm not going to be dealing with that today or next week. My primary focus is to get gravel into this part of the barn. It seems like a never-ending job. Tussie, what are you doing? That's not your litter box. How was that for you? Do you feel lighter? For the past week and a bit, I've been working on spray foaming this end of the barn. So I've been working on getting all the corners and seams sealed in. For the past week and a half, it has been so hot and dry, and I couldn't be happier. I just love heat and sun. I could have been an iguana in a past life because I just love the heat. It makes me so happy. And a lot of people are complaining about it, but this is Canada. Before you know it, we're going to be shoveling snow, scraping windshields. I hate it. It makes me grumpy. So I'm just loving the heat that we've been getting. And I hope it stays for a long time. Insulating is a never-ending job. I get a bit done, lose interest, and move on to a different task. The unfinished job ever present staring back at me. It's not difficult, but everything that's left to insulate for the most part requires the ladder or working around spaces that have wires, odd-shaped cuts, or areas of the wall that are being used for small storage. Regardless, it's a job that's going to need to get done sooner than later. There's been thunder rolling all evening, but no rain. And now there's a deer out there on the ridge. There's been a group of them hanging out here the last couple of days. Alright, that is all for this video. Thanks for being here and taking the time to watch. We appreciate you and wish you well. We'll see you again soon.